So today we are going to start the next chapter of accountancy, that is retirement. Retirement of a partner. Retirement, that is our next chapter. We understood what is partnership. We know what is partnership. The basic concepts are over. Then we move to the reconstitution of the firm, reconstitution of partnership firm. What do you understand by reconstitution of a partnership firm? Yes. Who will tell me? What is reconstitution of partnership firm? What do you understand by that? How long should I wait? Is there anyone ready to answer? Yes, Aparna?
Making changes in the Ma'am, making changes in the existing agreement and creating a new agreement.
Very good. Bringing about changes in the existing agreement, the partnership deed, or making any changes to the profit sharing ratio. That is called reconstitution of a partnership firm. Okay, so we know the various situations in which the reconstitution takes place. Change in profit sharing ratio, even if there is no admission, retirement, or nothing like that is taking place, still the partners may feel that they'll change the ratio in which they share the profits. That is the first case. Then we know what is admission of a partner. A new partner is admitted into the firm as a new partner. Okay, that is admission. Now the next is retirement. So what is retirement from the word? What do you understand by retirement? Yes? Yes, Tomlin, give me the answer. What is retirement?
Ma'am, when a person retires from a business.
Yeah, that's it. Very good. That's retirement. A person. A person means a partner. One or maybe more. One or more partners retires from the firm. He is not interested in continuing in the partnership firm. That is called retirement of a partner. Retirement when one or more partners, it is not only one, maybe one or more partners leaves the firm. They are not ready to continue, leaves the firm, and the remaining partners, they continue to do the business. It is known as retirement of a partner. So meaning is clear. You know the meaning. Okay, that is retirement of a partner. Now, the retirement, a partner retires either with the consent of all partners. With the consent of all the partners. A, B, C, there are three partners. C says that I'm going to retire, and A and B also agree. Okay, it's good. Okay, or so sad you're leaving. So, with the consent of all the partners, C is retiring. Or,
Ma'am,
as yes,
can you show the previous slide?
okay. So, the meaning of retirement of partner when one or more partners leaves the firm and the remaining partners will continue to do the business of the firm. It is known as retirement of a partner. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, a partner retires either with the consent of all partners or as per the terms of the agreement. Sometimes a partner would be admitted only for a particular time period. As per an agreement, he will be the partner only for 2 years, or if there is a project or something is done, uh, only till the completion of the project, one C will be the partner. So if such an agreement or a project or something, a contract comes to an end, so that is over. His time period is over. So it is not required for him to continue in the business. So this person will retire. C will move. C will retire. And the third case is at his or her own will. It is his decision. I don't want to continue. I am leaving. It is his or her personal decision at his or her own will. Okay, so a partner retires either with the consent of all partners as per the terms of the agreement at his or her own will. So once again, what do you understand by retirement of a partner? Withdrawal of a partnership firm with the consent of other partners or as per the provision of partnership deed or by giving notice of retirement. That is called retirement of a partner. So you can club all these 3 points together and write the meaning. Withdrawal of a partner. A partner is withdrawing. He is moving from the business, from the partnership firm with the consent of all the partners or as per the partnership deed, as per the provisions of partnership deed or by giving notice of retirement at his own will. He is giving a notice of retirement. I am going to retire. That is called retirement of a partner. Okay. So we discussed the meaning of retirement of a partner and how does the retirement takes place. There are three. These are the three ways by which retirement takes place with the consent of all partners as per the terms of the agreement or his or her own will. That's it. Now, what could be the reasons for retirement of a partnership? I mean, retirement of a partner. What could be reasons? He is not feeling well. He is sick. He is not in a physical condition to continue. Ill health. That could be one reason. Next one is old age. He is old. He is not healthy and strong enough. He is old. So he lost interest. He is not, he don't want to continue. He want to take rest the rest of his life. So old age, that is a reason. Change in business interest. Change in business interest. What could be that? Can someone explain? What do you understand? Just share your thoughts. Change in business interest. What could be that? Yes?
The partner has lost his interest in the business.
Yeah, he has lost interest in the business. Suppose he was doing some liquor business. He was a part of a liquor firm. Later on, he realized that it is not good to continue such business. It is very bad. It is not good. It is not good for my image. So he loses interest. He drops that, and he moves to something else. He lost interest in that particular business. So change in business interest. A person, he was a part of a supermarket. Later on, he feels that, no, I don't want to be a part of supermarket. I want to do something else. So that is change in business interest. Change of residence. Change of residence. Suppose a partnership firm was there, a business was there, and it was based on in Kochi. They were all in Kochi settled. But later on, if one of the partner decides to move, he decides to settle in Bangalore. So he is no more in a position to continue with the affairs of the business. So change of residence. He is moving from this place to some other place. So he cannot continue. Okay. So that is change of resident and as per the terms of agreement. I told you already. Sometimes a partner is admitted maybe based on an agreement after the completion of a particular time period or after the completion of a project, he may retire. So that agreement is over now. That's all. So he'll retire after that particular time period as per the agreement. He is retiring. So these are the reasons for retirement of a partner. Clear? That's done. So meaning of retirement of a partner, the ways in which he retires, Reasons for retirement of a partner. 3 topics over. Now coming to the accounting treatment. What are the various accounting treatment that we do? Sorry. Okay. What are the various accounting treatment that we do? First thing is new profit sharing ratio. We know that, see, there was 3 partners, A, B, C. They were sharing profits in the ratio 3:2:1. Now the C is retiring and A and B continues. So here it is required to find out what is the new ratio now. There will be change in the new profit sharing ratio. I told you this topic is not going to leave you. This is all required throughout. So, new profit sharing ratio, it is required to find out new profit sharing ratio. Now, there is a concept called gaining ratio. Gaining ratio. In the previous chapter, that is in the admission, we came to know what is sacrificing ratio. Yes, there was a sacrificing ratio related to admission. We'll discuss that in detail. But here in the retirement or death, both are same, both not same. The accounting treatment for both retirement or death of a partner is same. What is happening? Retirement, one person is leaving. Death of a partner means what happens? Unfortunately, a person, a partner dies. Okay, so accounting treatment for both is the same. So that's why I have given the heading accounting treatment on retirement or death of a partner. Understand? The difference is that for retirement, it is a planned something, a planned decision. Retiring, I am going to retire with the consent of all partners or as per my own will or what else? All those reasons. It is a planned decision. We are planning it. I will retire after 2 months. I will retire after 6 months. But death is cannot be seen in advance. That is the difference between retirement and death of a partner. Okay. The accounting treatment is same for both. So here comes gaining ratio. We'll be explaining that soon. Then again, we have goodwill. Concept of goodwill is here. Treatment of goodwill. Goodwill means what? What is goodwill? What is goodwill? Anila, what is goodwill?
The extra capital partners bring.
Yeah, you're right. That is the extra capital that the new partner had to bring during the time of admission. Okay. Actually, what is this goodwill? Goodwill is the reputation, the good name. Okay. Goodwill, what is goodwill? Goodwill is the reputation of the firm. When it is expressed in the monetary terms, it becomes the goodwill. There's premium related to reconstitution. Okay. Now here, in admission, what was happening? A person was coming in. So he had to bring additional capital, as Anila said, other than his capital contribution, he had to bring extra money. But here in the retirement, when a partner retires, see, with his what you say, A, B, C. We have 3 partners. All these 3 partners together worked hard to gain the goodwill of the firm. Okay. So that is how, with the efforts of A, B, and C, the firm has made a very good reputation, goodwill. So now, when a partner retires, what happens? A portion, a part of this goodwill has to be given to him. You understand? A goodwill, a share of goodwill, we have to give it to C because it is his effort too. It is his hard work too, which helped the firm to gain this goodwill. So here the treatment of goodwill is in such a way that we distribute a portion of goodwill to the retiring partner. Do you get me? Understand? Yes. So that is goodwill. We'll be going in detail about all these. Okay. Now, adjustment of reserves and accumulated profit. We know that already in the business there will be reserves, a portion set aside. Profit, those profit are part of profit which is not distributed among the partners or loss, that is adjustment of reserves. We'll come to that. We'll see what is happening. Revaluation of asset and liability. We know that now. What is revaluation? We revalue them. We revalue the asset and liability. At the time of retirement, when the person, a partner is retiring, we'll see what has happened to the value of asset, value of liability. Accordingly, we'll prepare what? Revaluation account. Now, calculation of profit or loss up to the date of retirement. From here, we will be doing different treatment till number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We all are familiar with that regarding to admission. It is the same happening there. But from 6, 7, 8, 9, we need to see what is happening now. It is related to retirement of a partner. Calculation of profit or loss up to the date of retirement or death. Till the date of retirement, what is the profit or loss? We'll find out. Calculation of total amount due to the retiring or the deceased partner. Deceased partner means what? Partner whose death took place. Okay? That is deceased partner. Settlement of total amount due to the retiring or deceased partner. Adjustment of capital of continuing partners. Adjustment of capital, continuing partners. So these are the various accounting treatment that we are going to deal with here in this chapter. Okay, clear? Accounting treatment on retirement or death of a partner. Okay, so next we are moving to the calculation of new profit sharing ratio as well as gaining ratio. We are moving to the calculation part. Calculation of new profit sharing ratio and gaining ratio. Let's see that. What is new profit sharing ratio here? Okay, new profit sharing ratio is the ratio in which remaining partners will share future profits after retirement or death of any partner. Here, in this context, that is retirement, new profit sharing ratio means it is a ratio in which the remaining partners, the rest of the partners, how they will share the future profits after the retirement or death of any partner. Okay. So that's it. So new share of continuing partner, how is that? Is equal to old share. Old share plus acquired ratio. Okay, old share okay, old share minus acquired ratio. Acquired ratio means, let me explain that now. See, there were 3 partners A, B, C. They were sharing profits in the ratio 3:2:5. Let it be. Okay. 3:2:5. This was the old ratio. Now this C is retiring. So what is happening to his ratio 5? This ratio, it is going to be received by A and B. Am I right? You remember the sacrificing ratio of, I'll tell you. See, admission. Talking about admission, I told you the profit is 90 rupees. When there were only 2 partners, each partner was getting 45, 45. Okay. So now there is a new partner coming in. So what happens? This will be shared among 3 as 30, 30, 30. So here A and B, they are sacrificing 15 rupees. Minus 15. Yes? They have sacrificed 15. Why? So that this 15 together becomes the 30 of new partner. You know this. This is about the sacrificing ratio. The sacrifice that they make. Now, again, going back. Now there were 3 partners. Okay. The profit is 90 rupees. And see, now one of them is retiring. Now one of them is retiring. So what happens? Again, as this person is retiring, earlier they were receiving only 30, 30, 30 profits. But now as that person has gone, again they are gaining. They are receiving more profit. Only 2 of them are there. The ratio in which they are gaining. Okay, that is called gaining ratio or the acquired ratio. Now, this A and B, they have acquired this person's share. The retiring partner's share, that particular share is now going to be enjoyed by A and B. Yes? Do you get the idea? Yes or no? I told you, I have asked you to respond. Okay, we'll explain. We'll see the problems, then you'll get to know more. Okay, anyway, understand this. New ratio, new share of continuing partner is equal to their old share plus acquired share. See, A, B, C. A is having 3 chocolates. B is having 4 chocolates. And C is having again 4 chocolates. Okay. C says that I don't want this 4 chocolates. So what happens? This 4, from this 4, A gets 2, B gets 2. Yes. So how much is now? What is the total of total number of chocolates of A now? Old number of chocolates plus what they acquired from C. So now that is 5. Again, B is having old chocolates. Old number of chocolates was 4. From C don't want chocolates. So C said take 2. So B acquired 2 from C. So now B is having 6 chocolates. So now you understand how the new share is calculated. Old share plus acquired share. Do you get me? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Yes. Okay. So that is the formula to calculate new share. So new share of continuing partner is equal to old share plus acquired share. Acquired share means how much the share the old partners get from the retiring partner. Okay. That is new ratio. Now, what is gaining ratio? The ratio, it is also a ratio. The ratio in which retiring partners share is distributed among the continuing partners is known as gaining ratio. I told you. Okay. Good. Okay. This is the old ratio. Let us take it the same chocolates in itself. C is having 4 chocolates. It is the share of C. So C is giving 2 to A, 2 to B. That is clear. So in what ratio is C giving it to A and B? That is gaining ratio. Here, what is the ratio here? 2 is to 2. That means 1 is to 1. The ratio based on which the share of C is distributed to A and B. Yes, that is called gaining ratio. Here, the ratio in which retiring partners, that is the C, retiring partners share, that is this 4, is distributed among the continuing partners. 4 distributed as 2 and 2. 2 chocolates given to A, 2 chocolates given to B. Okay, 2 parts, 2 parts. How is this 2 2? What is the ratio? That ratio is called gaining ratio. So we can say that C's share is distributed equally. Here it is 1 is to 1, equally. So the gaining ratio is 1 is to 1. So that is gaining ratio. And the same gaining ratio is the acquired share. That is regarding A and B, they acquire it. Yes, Karthik, doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So you understand the gaining ratio? Concept of gaining ratio? Gain. The old partners are gaining. In admission, what happened? They were sacrificing. From their share, they were giving to the new partner. They sacrificed. But here, as one person is going, retiring, they are gaining, they are receiving. Hope you understand. So now let's see the calculation of gaining ratio. How do we calculate gaining ratio? The ratio in which continuing partners have acquired the share from the retiring partner is called gaining ratio. That is clear now. So the gaining ratio of continuing partner is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. What was the formula for calculating sacrificing ratio? Sacrificing ratio is equal to yes. All are sleeping. Sacrificing ratio. What is the formula?
Old ratio minus new ratio.
Right. It was old ratio minus new ratio. But gaining ratio is new ratio minus old ratio. Don't get confused. Be thorough with it. So gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. Sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Please don't get confused. Okay. So gaining ratio. Now it is very important to know the difference between sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. Very important. Sacrificing ratio, gaining ratio. Let's understand based on the meaning, basis meaning. The sacrificing ratio is the ratio in which old partners have agreed to sacrifice their share in favor of new partner. Okay. Sacrificing ratio. They are sacrificing their profit. At the same time, gaining ratio is the ratio in which continuing partners have acquired, received the share from the retiring or deceased partner. Deceased partner means the partner who is dead. Death took place. Now, what is the purpose of sacrificing ratio? Always remember, sacrificing ratio is for distribution of goodwill. Goodwill sacrificing ratio. Okay. To share the amount of goodwill paid by the new partner to the old partners. So, in the admission, the new partner will bring additional capital, extra money other than his normal capital contribution to give it to the old partners for the sacrifice made by them. And that goodwill was distributed among the old partners in the sacrificing ratio. Coming to retirement, here they will find out the goodwill. We know the various methods for calculating goodwill. Based on the methods, they will find out the goodwill, and that method, whatever they adopt, that will be clearly specified in the partnership deed. Okay, so to share the amount of goodwill paid by the continuing partner, so they will find out the goodwill, and then based on the gaining ratio, they will, the old partners, I mean the continuing partners, will give it to the retiring partner. Confused? Admission. At the time of admission, what happens? New partner brings goodwill, and that is distributed to the old partners in the sacrificing ratio. Okay. Now coming to the retirement. It is retirement or death. Or death. Okay. So the goodwill is calculated. Goodwill is calculated, and this goodwill is distributed to the new partner based on the, this goodwill, they will give it to the C based on the gaining ratio. Okay, gaining ratio. We'll see the problems, then you'll understand. Gaining ratio. To share the amount of goodwill paid by the continuing partners to the retiring or deceased partner. Okay, now how to calculate them? Sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Now, gaining ratio is equal to new share minus old share, new ratio minus old ratio. And when do we find out sacrificing ratio? It is at the time of admission or change in profit sharing ratio. Or we can say it is at the time of retirement. Gaining ratio is at the time of retirement or death. Okay, done. Okay. Yes, finish. Shall I move?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pavitra, you there? Ah, yes. I just saw you now. Okay. Okay. Sharad, are you following? Any doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
You're not following?
Yes, ma'am. No doubts.
Okay, okay. 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 Now let's see the calculation of new profit sharing ratio and gaining ratio under different situations. Okay, you get the questions in 3 different styles, 3 situations. Calculation of new profit sharing ratio and gaining ratio under different situations. We'll start the problems from next day, I think. Or let me see. Okay, so the first situation is when new profit sharing ratio is not given. Similar to the sacrificing ratio. You remember the first case where the new share is new share of new partner was given and only the old share is given, but no information was given about how he acquired the new share. Similarly, here when new profit sharing ratio is not given, old ratio of A, B, C given, but new ratio is not given. That is one situation. Now, the second case, the continuing partners may acquire the share of retiring partner in an agreed ratio. They will fix a ratio like ABC, 3 is to 2 is to 5. They agree that this ratio 5, A will take it in the ratio 1 by 2 and B will take it in the ratio 1 by 3. Something like that. They will fix a ratio. Okay, an agreed ratio is fixed by them. Then it is based on that they share the ratio of the share of retiring partner. Then the third case, it is when the new profit sharing ratio is given. It is given. The new share is also given. So how do we calculate it? So this is the three kinds of problems that you might get. I think I'll discuss the first case. It will be easy. It is very easy. Nothing to do there. Okay. Calculation of new profit sharing ratio and gaining ratio. The first one, when new profit sharing ratio is not, when new profit sharing ratio is not given. See the question. X, Y, Z are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 5 is to 3 is to 2. So their old ratio is given and they say that Y retires from the firm. Y retires 5 is to 3 is to 2. And Y retires X, Y, Z. Okay. In this case, if, see the question, understand the question. Old ratio is given. And it says that Y retires. Nothing else, no other information given. In this case, there is no need to calculate the new ratio or gaining ratio. The new ratio and the gaining ratio will be the same as old ratio. You just have to cut out them. Cut it out. X, Y, Z. I'm sorry, I wrote it wrong. Okay. X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. 5 is to 3 is to 2. Y retires. That means Y retires. Y is over. So you just remove it. So what is the new ratio? 5 is to 2. 5 is to 2. What is the gaining ratio? 5:2. It is both the same. Okay. So see the question. X, Y, Z, three partners, they are sharing. Their old ratio is given. Old ratio is given, and it is said that one of the partner is retiring. No, nothing else. No other information is given in the question. What is the ratio of the Y, or how did Y get, how, what is the gaining ratio, any agreed ratio, nothing. No information is given. So you just have to strike it out. No other calculation required. Now, in such case, new ratio, gaining ratio is the same. Make a note of it. It is the same. Okay? Clear? We'll continue in the next class. I hope till now everything is clear. We discussed the meaning of retirement of a partner, then the ways in which a partner retires, the reasons for the retirement, accounting treatments. What are the various accounting treatment? We'll be doing that. Then gaining ratio. What is that? New profit sharing ratio. Clear? I stop with this. See you in the next class for banking. Okay. Thank you.